Hello guys, in this video we'll be seeing how to implement that shadow thing to a neon project, right? So the windows, I'll give a title. So I'll say title is project neon tab bar, right? I'll show you what a tab bar is, but for now let's see row layout. So for that you need to input QT.layouts, right? Now anchors.center in parent, spacing of let's say 20, and now each individual item will be let's create a custom component here. Let's call it tab bar dot QML, right? Or you can say custom tab bar, anything. For now let's go with tab bar. I'm not actually using much of my brain. Now it's appeared here, right? So here I will say import. No need for importing Qt quick effects there. I'll import here, right? Here we'll see implement the shadow thing, right? So initially let's set it to item. Yeah, item is good enough, right? Yep, I guess. Let's set the width to let's say 250, height to let's say 60, right? Now let's give it an ID of control. Always go to set the root ID, right? Now let's set rectangle and rectangular shadow. So first let's implement the rectangle, and let's say the width is parent dot width, height is parent dot height dot height. Let's say minus 5 or let's say minus 10, so that we can give some space for the shadow. Minus 10. Anchors dot center in parent, right? So I think that's good enough. I could have also said anchors dot fill parent and given some margins. Both would have achieved the same effect. Color, let's add a property here. Property rect color. By default let's give some random color, but it will be passed from outside, right? Property color rect color. Yep. So here I'll be using color is nothing but control dot rect color, right? So I'll be passing it from outside. Now let's give it an ID of let's say base rectangle, right? And here I'll say rectangular shadow, and I'll say anchors dot fill base rectangle, and let's give some blur of let's say 14, a spread of let's say 4. I even know what blur and spread is. Blur means the particles, dot particles. Spread means how much the color will spread. Like, so I already taught that. So blur means this dot particles, these gray particles, and spread means this color of the shadow, that thing. So the color will be nothing but base QT dot lighter here. I'll set lighter because I need neon effect. So I'll say base rectangle dot color, comma 1.2. So it's 20% more lighter, right? You can give any color you want, but for me it works perfectly fine. Let's set the radius dot radius, and here let's set the radius to let's say 10, 16. I think 16, 12 is good enough. I think, yeah, I guess 12 is good enough. For now, let's also give some text. Anchors of center in parent. And let's set the text value. I'll also pass it from control dot item text. I'll call something called item text. So property string item text initially empty, and I'll pass it from outside when I call this component. Also font white size 12, and font weight font dot demi bold, and I think this is good enough. Let's see if this looks good. Okay, font text color also should be changed. So I'll set the color to white. Let's see now. Okay, I have not called this component, so I have to call this. It's called tab bar, right? So in the row layout, I'll have 5 tab bars. For now, let's have 3 tab bars, right? Initially, for the first tab bar, let's set the color, rect color. Let's choose some color. So I'll choose this color, and the text, item text, to be let's say home page or home, simply home. Now copy this. This will be about, and choose this blue color. And for the third thing, let's choose help, and let's choose this color, right? Let's see now. Okay, so the width is too much. Let's reduce the width to 150 and increase the height to, let's say, 80. Let's see now. Yeah. So this is some neon effect. I don't like the blurs percent. It should be smaller. Let's see now. I think this is good enough. I guess the radius is also too large. 8 is decent. Or let's say height by 4, height by 5. Hmm. Actually, I don't like the colors. Let me change the color. Let's see now. Okay, so good enough, right? Obviously, I'm not a great designer, so obviously much more changes could be made here. For now, let's proceed further without worrying too much. Let's set the radius back to 10. We'll change this later, right? So for now, let's do one thing. Instead of always setting the neon effect, when we hover our mouse over this item, then only set the neon effect, right? So let's add a mouse area here to the text. So I'll say mouse area. The ID will be simply mouse area. Anchors.fill parent. And hover enable true. So now I'll say if mouse area dot contains mouse. So the user is hovering over the text, then set the color, otherwise set it to transparent. Similarly, here also I can set the opacity thing, right? Opacity. If mouse area dot contains mouse, set the opacity to 1, otherwise 0. Opacity 0 means transparent, so this will not be visible. Now let's see. Role is not, it will not roll, control. As you can see, uh, this is the effect. So but this is very instant, so we don't like this instant thing, right? So what we have to do is we have to add animations here. So I will say behavior on opacity, and this will be a number animation because opacity changes from 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. So I'll say duration of, let's say, 600 milliseconds, right? Similarly for this color, I'll say behavior on color animation, No need of a target and all, because obviously behavior sets the target. Duration for this will be, let's say, 400 milliseconds. Now let's see. Now this grayish thing is happening because initially it's transparent. So instead of transparent, we should set the color to this one, 20. So now you will see a slight better approach, because transparent means no color. So that's the issue. Now you will see some better thing, right? So yeah, if you see, that is fixed. But the problem is, don't add the mouse area here. Add it in the rectangle. Otherwise, hovering will be an issue, right? So for the whole rectangle, this mouse area is there. Let's see. Yeah, whenever you hover anywhere here, yeah, as you can see, it became a bit brighter, right, on hovering. We can also set the cursor shape q dot pointing hand cursor. Now it will be good enough. So this is basically a tab bar, right? So this is how a tab bar works. Yeah, good enough animation, right? So this was about using nav buttons in Qt for animations. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.